So let us begin folding Origami Pingu, better known as Noot Noot. So we'll begin by doing a pretty familiar reference for folding the paper in thirds. So making that point right there and folding right on it from that diagonal part. Next, you will fold from this point right here, being sure that this one line will line up with this diagonal line that hits the corner, like this. Once you get that, you'll then fold right along the center here, just from the very edge, like this, creating kind of a triangle. Now we'll turn them all over, and you'll fold along the line like this that we've just created. Not folding all the way across, but just enough. Once you get that, keep them folded, fold them all in half, and fold just right along this one line like this. Like so. Next part, I'm gonna point this out, but you'll want to fold a line all the way across the paper from these 2 points like this. So you can start from the one side and be sure you press on the right part correctly. And then you could just fold it up just by using the very center line across the paper. And the other side will be easy to follow. Do it just like that with the pleats. And now we'll unfold it. The last pre-creasing we're going to do is add more lines across by using these 2 points here. You won't fold them on the very center past the diagonal lines, but be sure they hit the edge. Like this. And you'll do one last time on this bottom part. And this is the finished crease pattern we'll make. So now we'll start collapsing by first doing a primarial fold. Like this. Then on this side, we'll do 2 inside reverse folds on both sides using the pleats we've made just now. And then you'll do a spread squash right here. After getting the spread squash, while you fold this across, have that one flap inside reverse folded when you fold it across like that. Now you'll do the same thing on the other side. So spread squash it. And remember the inside reverse fold again. Just like that. Now on this side, we'll go ahead and inside reverse fold these parts right here on the both sides. So right onto this part now, we'll fold this flap up. This collapsing sequence here might take some time for some, but if you just look closely, you'll notice that the edges on the top of the head are always lining up correctly, like this. You'll have to do it all at the same time here on the both sides. And then you can flatten them like this. Once you flatten them like that, you will then pull this part up like this, as far as you can, where that one point will hit that one other. Then valley fold across like this. And do the same thing on the other side. And last, we'll get rid of these edges sticking out by first making a mark right here, ready for a closed sink. Again, I'll specify that I'm doing a closed sink here, as you can see. So of course, do the same thing on the other side and close sink it. So at this point here, you'll fold these flaps up like this. So on this part right here, you'll want to do an outside reverse fold on the arms, on both sides. And once you get like that, you'll do these inside reverse folds right here while tucking those edges in. Then we'll fold these flaps down. Just like that. And we'll shape the fins or arms. And I almost forgot. Let's be sure we fold this one corner behind. Just right along like that. And then you'll be good. Because that one part will stick out a bit. So it's best if we hide it, like so. So shape the arm on this side. Now we'll move on to the legs, where first, we'll set up some inside reverse folds like this by first doing some valley folds and unfolds, just like this. Then right here, then gonna do another inside reverse fold connecting at least these 2 points like this. Being sure this one part is inside reverse folded like this. And do the same thing on this other side where the feet are gonna be. Once you get it like that, you'll then inside reverse fold these parts. You'll have to do it at the same time like this. And you'll kind of do a rabbit ear fold around the belly here. Now unfold it down like this. And then you'll do closed sink on both sides. And underneath the belly, you'll kind of fold this one part into a triangle like this. Then you can fold the feet down, flattening the model completely like so. So the base is pretty much completed. So now we'll focus on the head. We're gonna need to first do a complex open sink on the tip of this beak here. There's actually a good marker you can use, so you'll fold this one point to this one center line where that X right there. You'll just fold it right onto that X. And then you'll do the complex open sink, which you will have to unfold parts of the model in order to achieve this. And you can honestly do this like ahead of time too if you want to. Like as soon as you create that point without doing anything else. If you're that afraid to like unfold a lot of parts that you've just done, then then yeah, you can do it like sooner if you wanted to compared to now. But it's still doable if you do this ahead of time. Alright, so now we got open synced all the way in, which will of course be Pingu's mouth, or you can say Noot Noot. So now right here, we'll like kind of fold this up, but then also start reverse folding these parts in like this. And then we'll fold these shoulder flaps down like this. And then right underneath here, we'll pull this middle flap, like create a small little middle flap for Pingu's chin. But I suggest not pulling it down like all the way too much exactly. Like it should be a little bit short, I'll say. So just be sure it's in a good length that doesn't make the beak too small. So now we're going to worry about the eyes. So to do the eyes, the way I like him to do is to hold them up like this, do an inside reverse fold on the two corners, and then just fold this one corner in to round it. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, but of course just make them look like eyes. And also of course do the same thing on the other side. So then you can round the head just by folding these two corners in and then smoothing them out. And then around the head we'll have to do these thick crimps, not super thick, but this will help give the head a more round shape, and also add some 3D-ness on the top. Then, for the beak, or the mouth, this is how I do it. So I'll open it up like this, and you'll have to notice that there's 4 flaps inside of it. They'll be folded up like this. And yeah, you'll kind of see the shape where the beak kind of looks like it's being inside reverse folded, I guess. Both the top and bottom, just like so. So next, we'll do spread squashes and squish them right in there, so we can round the belly more. And then we'll just fold these flaps in on the top part around the shoulders, just like that. So then for the feet, what you'll do is that you'll pleat them behind like this. You'll do a swivel fold to narrow the feet and to round the belly more. Oh, before we do that, let's fold these in all the way as much as we can, just like this. Of course, on both sides. Okay, so now let's do the pleats, along with the inside reverse swivel folds. You'll do it on both sides of the feet, of the foot, right here. And then you'll round it like this. And then you'll of course do the same thing on the other side. I do suggest having the feet spread out, so that way when you do the crimp on the belly, the feet will be hopefully in the chest on the right position. So just like that. And now we'll do, the last thing now is to just crimp the belly like this. Be sure this one point is actually tucked underneath the belly instead of out. Then fold that over and over. At least twice would be good to lock it. And yeah, that should be the finished design for Pingu. Just like so. Voila! Hey Bob, I finished the Origami Noot Noot. Yes, it looks a lot like him. I'm glad you like it. Yes, but now I'm ready for lunch.